Hey everyone, ShabbyMania here, and welcome to night number 2 of our big ShabbyMania finale pay-per-view here in the Adrenaline Universe mode. We've got some massive matches here lined up for you, including the 30-man Iron Man Hell in a Cell match, and of course Joe versus Styles for the Adrenaline Championship. And here is our first match of the evening, though it is going to be our Fatal 4-Way Monsters Ball match. Of course, one of Abyss's specialities here. We've got Abyss, Fallah, Bahh, Solomon Crow, Sami Callihan, Jeremiah Crane, whatever you want to call him these days. And of course, King Cuerno. I'm a big fan of King Cuerno. I want to see King Cuerno win this one. I know that TNA are doing a sort of mixed event, aren't they, with Lucha Underground soon. And of course, they've been using Phantasma as a character in TNA, but they have actually booked King Cuerno for that match. And I think that's going to be much better. I think King Cuerno is a much better character, in my opinion. I'm a big Lucha Underground fan. How can you not be a big Lucha Underground fan, to be honest with you? It's amazing. I know a lot of people don't like it because they say it's just a bunch of like spot fest matches and this, that and the other, but I absolutely love it. I think Lucha Underground's amazing. And Fallah Bahh's someone as well who he's sort of come from nowhere, really. When you sort of look at a guy like that, you think to yourself, oh, this is just going to be just some big fat guy. He's going to be useless and this and that. But for some reason, and Peter Toby's had the same thing as well. We've both become quite, I don't want to say obsessed, but you look at him and you think, you know what, he's actually pretty damn good. I don't know what it is. And here comes King Cuerno rocking the most amazing entrance on the game. With his dodgy chef's hat on, as you do. And I'm looking forward to this. I think this is going to be a good old match, this one. Of course, no disqualifications, no countouts. And I believe if the game's done the correct thing, which I'm hoping it has, if the game's done the correct thing, then this should be a fatal 4-way elimination. But I'm a little bit worried the fact that it said Extreme Rules on the title card rather than Monsters Ball, because this is a custom match I have created. And I'm hoping that it hasn't just bugged out. But this should be fatal 4-way elimination, which means that we should have a clear winner by the end. No dodgy finishes. The winner of this match is going to have to go through all of the 3 other men on the way. A bit of a shame with this Solomon Crow. The core's a bit rough. Or Sami Callihan. It's not the best, but luckily they've got away with it by just putting something over his face, so you can't see his face. That's the way they've got away with that one. Hey guys, don't forget as well, I know this is a little bit later than scheduled. I wasn't anticipating working so much as I did over the weekend. So I'm a 1 day behind, but we should be able to get ourselves up and running with our Octane Universe mode. I think I should be able to get everything set up and uploaded for next weekend, so keep an eye out for that. We're going to hopefully have the first 2 episodes of Octane next weekend, but midweek this week, hopefully I'll be able to get the roster introduction, and I don't think I'm going to do a roster introduction because I've got a few little surprise things that are going to happen as we go along. So you can check out the roster over on the blogger page, which will be down in the description. I don't know, I might do a roster intro. Yeah, I will. I don't know. It's just like this one, of course, with Adrenaline. We've sort of we had a roster introduction, but by the end of the 3-month universe mode, we've added so many people to it. But I think we will have a. I don't know. I'm just babbling crap now, aren't I, as I go along? I think I will do. I'll do a roster introduction, and I'll do a little teaser video as well for you over this week. Be uploaded midweek sometime, and then hopefully we'll get the first 2 episodes of Octane out the way for you next week. And as here comes the big man. Pretty good call this for Abyss. We've had some ropey Abysses over the last few years, but I think this is probably one of the best ones we've had. I like the chains as well. They sort of add a nice little touch to it, don't they? Now, of course, like I said yesterday, there might be a few people that will overlap the universes. We mentioned Kushida could be one of them, and there might be 1 or 2 others. And like I said, we're going for a sort of just trying to make the universe modes as good as they possibly can be now, and I'm very, very happy with my Octane one. But you guys let me know in the comment section down below what you've enjoyed from this one as well. Of course, this is the final video in this playlist, so let me know what you've enjoyed, what you haven't enjoyed, what you thought was good. Just so myself and PJ Toby can look at what you've liked and what you haven't, and sort of build upon that for future universe modes going forward as well. We've got some good plans moving forward. Very good plans. And Abyss, of course, this is one of his matches. I think he's been involved. Well, he's been involved with more or less every Monsters Ball, but I think there was a couple in the female division, weren't there, with Rosemary having a couple of matches in TNA with Monsters Ball. But I think apart from that, he's been involved in every one, male one, I believe. It used to be like a multi-man match like this, didn't it? But the last couple of ones have been sort of like singles matches, but in the early days of TNA, they were always like triple threat, fatal 4-way matches. And we've gone a fatal 4-way elimination here. Who's going to be the first man to go for some weaponry as... Wow. Big boot there by Sami Callihan there on Fallah, Bahh. I think this is a match that's actually happening very, very soon, isn't it? Fallah, Bahh versus Sami Callihan. I'm sure I saw it booked somewhere. And Sami Callihan, of course, is going to be on the side of Lucha Underground for that Lucha Underground versus TNA show as well, which would be interesting to see as King Cuerno pulls a ladder from underneath the ring. And where'd the ladder go? The ladder has just glitched out of existence. Abyss hits King Cuerno so hard, the ladder actually disintegrated. That's Callihan and Fallah, Bahh fighting on the inside. Now, I have made this elimination. However, pinfalls and submissions still must take place inside the ring. And we have got some really good matches for you in this half of the video. Then, of course, we've got this one. Then straight after this, we are going to see Naomichi Marafuji taking on Hideo Itami one-on-one. Then we've got Team TNA versus Team Ring of Honor in a 8-man tag match. Hopefully, depending if it works. Then we've got Daniel Bryan versus Adam Cole inside the Hell in a Cell in 30-minute Iron Man. Of course, inside the cell is to stop any interference from both Red Dragon and the Kings of Wrestling. And then, of course, our big main event, Samoa Joe putting his Adrenaline Championship on the line against AJ Styles, is putting his place here on the Adrenaline roster on the line. Now, I know it's the last episode, but the idea is that AJ Styles will not be involved in the next season of Adrenaline because he has put his position on the roster on the line. Of course, no eliminations at this point in time, but Abyss took a hell of a beating on the outside by King Cuerno with the steel chair, but now looking to take control of the match. Abyss hoisting Cuerno up top. Cuerno fighting back though, hitting the missile drop kick. Of course, Cuerno, the Mexican, very well known for his high flying ability. Not someone who's just a high flyer like the likes of Aerostar and so forth. Cuerno has a lot more to his arsenal than that. He is a good submission wrestler, a hell of a striker as well. But my favourite manoeuvre of his is that dive through the middle rope. It's absolutely insane. The pace that he picks up and hits that dive with is incredible. Cuerno now dumping Abyss over the side, and wow, Cuerno's going to show some incredible strength. If he can pull this off, he does. The deadlift Falcon Arrow over the top rope from the outside. Cuerno sending Abyss to the outside. Cuerno now. He's going to go very high risk here, isn't he? Cuerno. Oh, look at that drop kick by Cuerno. Right in the face of Abyss. Callihan now. Big elbows right in the gut of Fallah as Cuerno stalking Abyss. Is Abyss going to be the first man eliminated from his own match? As Cuerno takes him up. Looking for the crunchy. Locks him in. 1, 2... and 3, and Abyss is the first man eliminated from his own Monsters Ball match. And it looks like the game is working correctly. And we do have an elimination match. So Cuerno, Callihan and Fallah remain. Who will be crowned the winner of this Monsters Ball? Cuerno looking in incredible form at the moment. Already eliminated Abyss. And now demolishing both Fallah and Sami Callihan on the outside. Using the barricade now to his advantage. And dropping Callihan gut first across that top barricade. And of course, if you've not seen it already, we did upload part number 1 of this pay-per-view yesterday, which included the first ever Cruiserweight Championship Elimination Chamber, as well as a Tag Team Championship ladder match between the Kings of Wrestling and the Red Dragon. We had the final of the PJ Toby Classic Tag Team Tournament. Of course, the Unbreakable Effing Machines against Kaz and Daniels. Tanara Conte defended a Women's Championship against Brie Bella. And we had a elimination tables match between Ring Kampf and Oni Lorcan against, of course, Japanese Strong Style. So if you've not seen that one, do go back and check it out. Again, it was an insane first half of the video. And that Elimination Chamber to finish things off was a very good Elimination Chamber. I really enjoyed that one. And I was right in what I said about the Elimination Chamber with, we saw a few very high-risk maneuvers. People climbing up the cell and actually splashing onto opponents, which I've not seen before in this game. But of course, I've not put high flyers in there before, so it just shows the different styles work differently in different types of matches, which is pretty cool. Fallah spinning leg drop there on Sami Callihan. These 3 guys fight on the outside, and Callihan has been busted open as Cuerno taking Fallah up into a tombstone power driver. Weight detection, take a bow. You are working fantastically well on this game. Fallah out here. Why is no one getting him in the ring and pinning him? Or has Cuerno decided that Fallah is in such a poor condition that he knows he can probably win him easy enough one-on-one? So maybe take out Callihan is the best option, or just keep going for it by the looks of it. Cuerno is absolutely dominating this match. He's in firm control now. Sending Fallah into the ring. Will Cuerno get the pin? Cuerno is going to go for the pin. He's going to put his feet up the middle ropes, which is completely legal in this match type, remember. Oh, and it is a kick out. And look how packed the crowd is. Of course, we're used to wrestling in the Adrenaline Arena. It's a much smaller arena, but it's there for just the incredible atmosphere we get in that arena. But there was such a fight, such an argument for tickets for ShabbyMania that we had to go for this massive open-air stadium. And it's a sellout crowd here as well. A suplex there, launching Callihan across the ring via his neck. Cuerno bringing him back up to his feet now. Into a Northern Lights suplex. Bridges for the pin. 1, 2. Oh, it's only a 2 count. Fallah back in the ring now. Oh, Bahh taking Cuerno up onto his shoulders. I think Cuerno quite noticed that Bahh was there, and he gets demolished, just forced right into the corner. Nice strikes here by Fallah on Sami Callihan. Now the shoulder blocks into the gut before the boots as well. Bahh bringing Callihan out into a powerbomb as well. Fallah now bringing Callihan back up to his feet. Huge strikes. And Callihan is down and out here at the moment. Cuerno back in the ring. Can Cuerno take advantage of the damage that Fallah and Sami Callihan have been doing to each other, while Cuerno was having a bit of break on the outside. Clever work by him, really. Triple threat at the moment. You can have those few extra seconds to take a breather while your opponents are doing the majority of the work to each other. But Cuerno, there's the crunchy on Callihan. That's, of course, how he eliminated Abyss. Will he get rid of a Callihan as well? No. Callihan kicks out. Wow. Was not expecting that. Not expecting that at all. Cuerno bringing Callihan back up. Onto the shoulders now. There's a Urigoroshi. The Death Valley neckbreaker. Cuerno back in. Getting caught though by Fallah. And it's just iffy. That's what it's like, triple threat rules then, I suppose, at the moment. These guys are really getting knackered out now. Oh, there's my controller. And just when you think you've got control, you get caught out by somebody else, don't you? You think you got yourself sorted, then your other opponent just creeps up behind you and does the damage. Cuerno now taking Fallah down at the moment. He knows he's safe because Callihan's down. Fallah taking Cuerno down. And so Cuerno, in my opinion, has been the favourite in this one, but you never know. Fallah could finish him off here. Nice flapjack into the pin here by Fallah. And just the sheer body weight across your chest is going to be difficult enough to kick out. And you see Callihan just backing away. Wow, Callihan managed to punch Fallah through Cuerno's body. That was interesting. One straight up now. Oh! Wow. What a power driver that was by Sami Callihan. And there goes King Cuerno out of nowhere. Callihan back in the ring with the power driver. And Cuerno's down now. Callihan taking Fallah up. Oh, another big power driver. That could be game, set, match. Sami Callihan could be your victor. 1, 2, and 3. And there we go. Just as my phone kicked in. Great win there by Sami Callihan, though. I thought King Cuerno was looking like an obvious winner there. And Callihan able to eliminate 2 men in the space of a minute at the end of that match to walk out victorious. There we go. Great win there by Callihan. There was a crunchy. That's what I thought Callihan was done and dusted, to be honest. Cuerno used that move to eliminate Abyss and got through him quite easily. But there we go. Sami Callihan is your victor. And what a great way for him to sign off. He's not had as much real opportunity as he would have hoped to in this Adrenaline Universe mode, but he's definitely ended on a high, and he'll look to push into the next Universe mode looking pretty strong. It's just a shame that his core's not fantastic. I've never ever in the years I've been playing this game been able to find a good Sami Callihan core. And here's our next match of the evening. It will be Naomichi Marafuji, almost got his name wrong there, versus Hideo Itami. Nothing to this match really, just a special attraction match between 2 of the top 2 wrestlers that Noah have ever produced. Of course, Hideo Itami in WWE at the moment. Will he be in WWE for a long time? I don't honestly know. He seems to have gone a little bit out of favour. Of course, he was part of... Well, he was upgraded into 205 Live, but then eliminated in the first round of the current championship tournament by Roderick Strong. So I don't know where WWE sort of see him at this point in time. Did they see him as a big name potentially moving forward, or with the injuries he's had over the past couple of years, did they see him as someone who may not actually reach his potential. I know at the moment he's a bit of a tag team with Akira Tozawa, which is interesting, but unless they actually get involved in the tag team division in Raw or SmackDown, there's not really much else for them, because 205 Live, of course, doesn't really have a tag team division at this point in time. There has been rumours, there has been talk about having a 205 Live tag team championship created, but at this point in time, nothing is currently in process, so who knows? And with NXT finally getting themselves an upper mid-card championship, will they add another upper mid-card championship? I don't honestly know at this point in time. Is it a little bit too much too soon to keep adding more and more and more championships? Who knows? But yeah, it's tricky for Hideo Itami. I'm hoping that he does manage to pull out the bag, because he could have some fantastic matches. Hideo Itami versus Finn Balor would be fantastic, but at this point in time, he doesn't seem to have been given the sort of run that we really thought he would do when he first joined the company. He was joining the company with so much hype behind him. It was Kenta. It was one of the best wrestlers in the world. It had some incredible matches in Ring of Honor against the likes of Tyler Black, against Daniel Bryan. So, yeah, I'm hoping that we see more of him. I'm hoping he was just there to make up the numbers. Well, the thing is, he debuted before Triple H took charge, didn't he? So maybe now with Triple H in charge, he might actually get a bit of a better run, hopefully. That's my hope, anyway. That's my dream. Because I like him. I'm not going to say he's my favourite wrestler in the world, don't get me wrong, but I think he's, with the potential he's got, I think he could actually be a big, big star. I think his biggest problem, especially he's going to be on the main roster, is the GTS, because we know how fickle these WWE crowds are, and some of these people who don't watch NXT and so forth, and are not really that aware of how good this guy is, as soon as he hits a GTS, you're just going to get, especially if you're like somewhere like Chicago or something like that, all you're going to get is tons and tons and tons and tons of CM Punk chants, which is not really going to help anybody, to be honest. But yeah, I'm hoping that doesn't happen. But great special attraction match here. Then two, like I said, are the top wrestlers that Noah have ever brought forward. Of course, both of them worked at other companies as well. I really like the relationship that New Japan seems to have with Noah. Obviously, they're like sort of competing for the same market in Japan, but they do have a good relationship where you've seen wrestlers from New Japan go to Noah. Of course, Suzuki Gun went to Noah, so Minoru Suzuki, Dave Boy Smith Jr., Lance Archer, they went off to Noah for a year, didn't they, a couple of years ago. You know what, I can't believe I spent over 100 quid in this game, I really can't. It's so broken still, it's unbelievable, it's really bad. Right, so Marafuji just ended up 15 rows into the crowd somehow and then got stuck, and then everything went wrong, and then he got counted out. So I just don't know. I do not know, but we're going to give it another go. We can't have the biggest show of the universe mode being tarred by such poor design by an absolute Mickey Mouse company. I don't know what's gone wrong with them this year. There's so many more glitches. Seems to be every year at the moment. There seems to be slightly more glitches than the year before. The logo glitch, and you know we had the issue on the last episode of Adrenaline before ShabbyMania, where we had it was the episode before. Sorry, we had Punk versus Storm. I've had to download 5 different Punks and 3 different Storms to find ones that the logos are loading on, which I just don't think is right. It's really, really bad. So unfortunately, I really wanted a Retro Punk, and unfortunately we will not be getting a Retro Punk just because all the retro ones don't work. Which is a right pain in the rough side, isn't it? But there you go. Shit happens. Shit happens indeed. So Naomichi, see, this is the point that I get annoyed with now, because I do these videos and I talk through the whole thing, and now I can't remember what I spoke about in the entrance and what I'm speaking about now, to be honest. So I might have just cut myself off completely when I restarted this match. I can't remember. I think I was talking about Hideo Itami's run in 205 Live, and I'm hoping he's going to get a bit more than just that run in 205 Live. Maybe getting involved into a little bit higher up the card. Hideo Itami for me is probably the sort of thing that the Intercontinental Championship is designed for. That's what the Intercontinental Championship's always been about. It's been about the best wrestlers in the company. Oh god, they're going outside again. This is how the problem started in the last one. Yeah, the Intercontinental Championship was always, in my opinion, the people that could wrestle the best, but maybe weren't the best character. Does that sound? That doesn't sound right, does it? So it's not necessarily the best character. You've got the certain people that WWE and Vince like to push. For example, Roman Reigns. So while Roman Reigns is winning, and there you go. This explains it perfectly, right? This explains it perfectly. So you've got Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania, which we all know is going to be a poor match. But it's two people that built up the characters for quite some time, and that is why they've done what they've done. However, also at WrestleMania, we're going to see The Miz versus Seth Rollins versus Finn Balor for the Intercontinental Championship. Now, they're three people that have arguably had the best time in WWE over the last couple of years, the best wrestlers that WWE have got over the last couple of years. So that's sort of what the Intercontinental Championship's all about. It's probably the unsung heroes getting a chance to get the gold because they know that Vince already has in his mind exactly what he wants for the main championship. And that, I think, is exactly where Mr. Hideo Itami may be able to slot in the future. But I think he needs to have a bit of a decent run first in 205 Live and on Raw to prove himself. And hopefully, if the crowd get behind him enough, we might see some more of him. But then again, we know that getting the crowd behind you now doesn't really matter. Just ask Mr. Rusev, who has still not been involved in anything at WrestleMania yet. I think it would be very, very wise, in my opinion, for Rusev to walk into WrestleMania and win the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. That, for me, is probably the best thing that WWE can do right now. Because the man is so over. So over. They have to give him a big payoff. They have to give him something. If Rusev wins the Battle Royal before WrestleMania, because I'm assuming the Battle Royal is going to be on the pre-show, but if Rusev wins the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal before WrestleMania on the pre-show, then the crowd are going to go into the actual show with a big boost in happiness because they've all seen exactly what they wanted to see. They've all seen Rusev win a big match. I still think that Rusev should be going for a higher championship, to be honest. I'm a big Rusev fan. I've always seen something in him, and I wanted to see him get more of an opportunity, and I thought he was going to get that opportunity, to be honest. When he first moved over to SmackDown, my first opinion was, right, this is good. Rusev's finally going to get a main event run. But no, he's just been dumped in with Aiden English. There's no offense to Aiden English. He's done very well as well. But we're just not seeing what we thought we would see. But Hideo Itami now in some control over Marafuji. Strikes. Boot across the chest, and another big boot across the chest as well. Spinning heel kick to the guts, and Hideo Itami is up for this one now. Oh, that gets kicked off the ball. Marafuji, though, Marafuji's been beating the crap out of for a while now, Marafuji. And as soon as he gets just the simplest little attack, he just knocked Hideo Itami over. As soon as he did that, he went and taunted, which probably wasn't the wisest thing in my opinion. Nice sliced bread there. Into the pin. And Marafuji's done it. Wow. There's me bad-mouthing Marafuji for not actually taking advantage when he had the opportunity. And he proved me wrong by going and winning the bloody match. Wow, there we go then. Marafuji defeating Hideo Itami. I thought Itami was going to win this one. He had the majority of the match as well. And I really thought this was going to be Itami's night. And again, as I said, you may still see some of these guys in other universe modes, so don't get too disappointed if any of your favourites are in Adrenaline. Because just because Adrenaline's finished doesn't mean they won't get any more opportunities. Especially if they impress us, and to be honest, Marafuji just impressed me here this evening. Just as Sami Callihan did earlier on as well with that win in the Abyss's own Monsters Ball match. But we have still got some big matches coming up for you, including the one that's coming up next. I'm terrified to record because it's an 8-man tag and those don't work. Hopefully this one will. Hopefully this will work. But there we go. Marafuji is victorious. What a win for Marafuji. And what incredible matches he could have as well. Just thinking about it. I'm thinking at some point of maybe doing a Japanese-themed roster universe mode as well. Seeing people like Marafuji, Nakamura, AJ Styles. I'm just thinking of people that have worked primarily in, not primarily, but worked significantly in Japan. Could be a pretty good universe mode. There you go. Great win for Naomichi Marafuji. Let's step into the next match. And here is our next match of the evening. The one that I am dreading. Team TNA versus Team Ring of Honor. I'm only dreading it because I just don't... bloody 8-man tag matches on this game. I've not had the best of history with them, but we'll give it a go, see what happens. So I've had to re-download newer versions of Storm and Punk. Unfortunately, I was unable to get a Retro Punk because all the Retro Punks that I could find that looked decent on the Community Creations on PS4 all did not come with logos for some reason. Mainly because this game is shite and does not work how it should do, even though it has now been out for about 8 months now, isn't it? 6 to 8 months, and they still haven't sorted these bloody problems out. It amazes me, it really does. So what we're going to do then is we're going to just, we're going to give it a crack, see what happens. I'm not going to show you the whole entrances because for 8 individual people, that's a little bit over the top. So we're just going to go through, have a quick chat about who's who and this, that, and the other. Of course, first of all, we have Austin Aries, who in his singles match lost one-on-one to Sami Zayn in week number 1 of this month. And of course, he is representing Team TNA. Alongside Austin Aries then, representing TNA, we have the glorious one, Mr. Bobby Roode. Now, he defeated Kevin Owens one-on-one on week number 2 of this month, which brought the score back to 1-1 between TNA and Ring of Honor, so it was pretty good for Bobby Roode. I think he was actually the only TNA member to get a singles victory in this little mini feud. And of course, joining Roode and Aries is going to be... who's it going to be? They're taking their time. It is... they're really taking their time, aren't they? Well, the game's struggling with this loading up, isn't it? There we go. It is the Cowboy James Storm. Of course, in his individual match, he lost against a generic-looking CM Punk. And now is his chance to get a better run. I think this is actually a pretty good James Storm, this one. I think the big sunglasses help because it sort of covers up the eyes and... yeah, it makes it easier to get the face looking right when you can't see stuff like the eyes. And the fourth and final member of Team TNA is the Olympic Hero. The man who was a mainstay in TNA for quite a chunk of time. The biggest name to ever step foot in TNA. Mr. Kurt Angle. Now, in his individual match, he actually was on the losing end of a singles match against Seth Rollins. So, not the best time so far for Kurt Angle in his mini feud. But he'll be hoping that tonight he can turn things around and TNA can walk away with a victory here at ShabbyMania. And now then, representing Ring of Honor. Eventually. First of all, we have... whoa, first and second of all, I forgot these two were a tag team. We have Kevin Owens, who lost to Bobby Roode, and Sami Zayn, who was victorious over Austin Aries. So Kevin Owens was the only member of Ring of Honor to lose one of the singles matches. I don't know how that's going to weigh on him here this evening. It's obviously going to give Bobby Roode a little bit of extra momentum, a little bit of extra confidence walking into this match. And of course, joining Owens and Zayn will be Another long loading screen. Game's struggling with this match, isn't it? That's because there's so many people in the match. They don't often do 8-man tags. Like I said, they don't work necessarily very well, so we generally avoid them. But it's struggling with the loading, isn't it? Here we go. So joining Owens and Zayn is going to be Mr. CM Punk. Now, of course, I wanted to go retro Ring of Honor looking Punk, but I was unable to get that one. So we've had to go for more current day looking Punk. Now, Punk in his singles match, like we said earlier on, he defeated James Storm one-on-one. Granted, they were both very generic at that point in time. I couldn't believe it did that. He got rid of the face scans and the tattoos and everything. And the fourth and final member of Team Ring of Honor is Mr. Seth Rollins, or as he was known back in the day of Ring of Honor, Tyler Black. Sort of made his debut here in this roster. Where is Seth normally? That's a good question. Where is Seth normally? Seth's on Carnage, isn't he? That's where he is. We didn't really see much of Seth in the first Universe mode, did we, with Carnage? Carnage will hopefully be coming up for you after we do Octane. That's the plan. So Octane, then into Carnage. So hopefully we'll see quite a bit of Seth Rollins in that one, alongside Dean Ambrose, who's in there with him as well. But here he is this evening, a chance at ShabbyMania. I think we're gonna revert this now because we've changed the universe and how we're doing it. We are gonna revert this back to ShabbyMania 1. So this is ShabbyMania 1. At the end of every universe mode, there will be a brand new ShabbyMania, which will be numbered from here on in. So this is now classed as ShabbyMania 1. This is the new age of SWE. And this is actually a really good way of doing it. I quite like the idea of doing it this way. But there we go. Team TNA, Austin Aries, Bobby Roode, James Storm, and Kurt Angle versus Ring of Honor, Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, CM Punk, and Seth Rollins. And we are ready to go. 8-man tag. Could be a disaster. Hopefully going to work well. We are underway. Right. Let's see if the game can handle this. It's a little bit jittery there for the first few seconds, but it seems to have pinged back into action. So, of course, this is just a standard 8-man tag. First pinfall or submission will get the victory. And if this match type did work better, then I would use it a lot more, because I think I would like the idea of doing like a elimination style pay-per-view, maybe like a Survivor Series style pay-per-view, but it's just the same with normal tag team matches. It's the blocking. When somebody goes for a pin and the other people want to come across and block it, they're just not very good at doing it. They bounce off each other. They take really weird pathing. It's a shame because it held so much potential for this to be a really good match type, but they just didn't really invent it very well. I think it'd be more frustrating if you were doing this as a single person, if you were playing this match type on your own. The poor AI that would be trying to help defend you when you're trying to go for a pin would just frustrate you so much, I think, in this one. I honestly think the best bet in this match is going to be a submission, because a submission victory can be achieved a lot quicker than a pin. So I think the likes of Kurt Angle, of course with the ankle lock, also Austin Aries with the last chancery, Sami Zayn with the Koji clutch, and CM Punk with the Anaconda Vice. I feel like those might be the guys that are going to be the most likely to pull away with a victory in this one. But who knows? Who the freak knows? So yeah, our next universe mode, don't forget, is going to be Octane. That should be starting for you next weekend. Although I did say these videos will be uploaded Saturday and Sunday, and I've struggled enough to get these videos uploaded because of... Well, it's been a bit of a mess this weekend. I ended up working overtime, which I weren't expecting to do. I did a 12-hour shift on Saturday, and I worked until 10 o'clock on Friday night as well. So I didn't have much chance to get the recordings and editing done. And then when I was finally doing the editing, my computer crashed right at the end, and I had to do all the editing again, which lost me about 2 or 3 hours. Then my computer crashed midway through the night when I was uploading this, which cost me another few hours. So it's a bit of a mess, really, so far. So I do apologise for the videos being late, but hopefully now with Octane beginning, I want to try and get a bit ahead of myself, because I'm moving house soon as well. And I may not have the internet for a couple of weeks, so I need to get myself ahead for that as well. There's a lot of stuff going on. A lot of stuff going on at the moment. But I will continue to upload as much as I possibly can. Storm now bringing Owens back up to his feet, and it's going to take a while to everyone to sort of get worn down in this match. Was that a tag? It was a tag. In comes Austin Aries once again. A good bit of work in between Aries and Storm. I think it's the positioning when they go for the tag. It seems to be the only person on that side that actually gets the tag in. Aries spinning neckbreaker on Owens, which is potentially going to weaken that neck later on if he does go for a last chancery submission. Owens once again bringing Aries back up to his feet, but Aries catching Owens, tripping him over. So like I said, if you looked at the base matches we've had so far, the 4 singles matches, Ring of Honor came out 3-1 in that. Owens the only person to lose. And of course Bobby Roode was the only person for TNA to get a victory. Aries sending Owens face first into the turnbuckle, spins him round. We've seen this before, the rolling elbow by Austin Aries taking Kevin Owens down. And now Aries looking for a pin. A pin, shall I say? A finisher, maybe. There's the neck breaker, keeps a hold of the grip, flips it over. There's the last chancery submission, but it's right in front of the Ring of Honor guys. Wow. And as I said about potentially a submission being the best way forward, a really quick tap out, and Team Ring of Honor get the victory. Wow. Or Team TNA, should I say, get the victory. Kevin Owens, you have been embarrassed in this universe mode. He was the only person to lose in the Ring of Honor versus TNA singles matches. And now in this match, from almost nowhere, he tapped out so quickly. I'm sure he's going to be really annoyed with his teammates in this one who didn't come in and help him, but I think they assumed that he was going to be okay, and he tapped straight out. And there we go. Team TNA is victorious here at ShabbyMania, and it was a very quick match. I wasn't expecting it to be so quick. A few people didn't even get in the ring, did they? But based on the history of this match type, I think we are going to have to stick with that match. And it weren't bad, to be honest with you. It weren't bad at all. Kurt Angle didn't get any action whatsoever, and neither did Bobby Roode. But there you go. Victory for Team TNA over Team Ring of Honor. And here we go, then this is the big one. The one that I've been looking forward to the most here on ShabbyMania. It's going to be Adam Cole versus Daniel Bryan for the Intercontinental Championship in a 30-minute Iron Man match inside the Hell in a Cell structure. This is going to be insane. And, of course, being a 30-minute Iron Man match, I'm hoping that they may utilize the cell. They'll use some weapons and hopefully even break out the cell. Now, this is a Falls Count Anywhere as well. So, should they end up on the top of the cell, the pinfalls will still count. Am I being optimistic with this one, or will we actually get them on the top? I really hope we do. I really, really just beg this game, if they give me nothing more in my lifetime, please break out of the cell and please give us some action. I've never seen the AI on this game ever go outside the cell unless I have broken it open myself. But because it is a Falls Count Anywhere match, they might be a little bit more open to doing that, which I think is pretty cool. But 30-man Iron Man inside the cell is going to be awesome. Now, I don't believe from experience that the game actually puts the timer or the score on the screen, which is a little bit odd, a little bit annoying. Although I don't think I've tried an Iron Man match so far on this year's game. It'd be nice if they had added that, but I don't think they do. So I'm going to have to keep track. I've got my phone set up with a 30-minute timer on there. And I got myself a nice piece of paper and a pen sorted, ready for keeping track of the pinfalls as they go along. Of course, Daniel Bryan comes into this one, the current Intercontinental Champion. Of course, after winning the belt away from Adam Cole at our last pay-per-view, Chaos Theory. Under quite iffy circumstances, there was quite a few arguments from Adam Cole about ironically, the interference from the Kings of Wrestling. Normally we're expecting it to be, of course, Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish of the Undisputed Era and Red Dragon. But no, the last pay-per-view, it was an interesting one. We saw Cesaro, for example, put a chair into the ring and distract the referee while Daniel Bryan used that chair. And then Daniel Bryan was able to get the pinfall victory from there. So Adam Cole does have a point, which is the reason why this match this evening is inside the Hell in a Cell structure. It's to stop any outside interference from happening. That, and it's my favourite match type, so... It's my favourite match type, well, it used to be my favourite match type in real life, but now all the recent Hell in a Cells have become very, very tame, haven't they? I bring back the good old days. I say the good old days. Bring back the good old days of Mick Foley in the cell and crashing off the top and going through the cell. But when you think about it, it's the good old days, but the damage these guys were taking, that match alone probably reduced Mick Foley's career by a good 5 years. If not more. And, yeah, it's a shame, isn't it? But, we haven't seen many. I think we had, was the last best one, the Seth Rollins versus Ambrose one, where they both came off the cell through the announce tables. Was that the best one? I can't remember, to be honest. But here we go then. Adam Cole. Baby. The challenger, the former Intercontinental Champion. Won the belt in our little build-up to this proper universe. And then, of course, the champion, Daniel Bryan, won the belt at Chaos Theory. And now has his first big championship defense. And it comes at a 30-man inside the cell. Of course, both of these guys, no strangers to long matches. Both worked very, very long matches. And not adverse to cages either. Of course, we saw Adam Cole in the War Games. I mean, cool. I hope they do think about putting War Games in this year's game, you know. I think what they need to do, though, is they need to, if they want to do War Games, they need to make the recuperation time of people a lot longer. And that'll make it better. But here we go. The cell is down. Oh, no, there is a timer. They've actually got a timer on this year's game. Oh, wow. I wonder if they bring up the score as well, though. That is so much better. They never had that last year. So it's Daniel Bryan on the early aggression. So like I said, falls count anywhere. So outside the ring, inside the cell, outside the cell, on top of the cell, anywhere will count if a pinfall or submission is collected. Who do I think my favourite is for this one? I feel like Daniel Bryan with the label lock. Just that submission. Keep doing more and more damage to Adam Cole. While locking in that submission every now and again. It's just guaranteed points for me, I think. There's a pin by Adam Cole early on. It's only enough for a 1. But of course, this is also no disqualification. So should they want to go and grab a chair from underneath the ring or throw it through the announce table, all is legal. Using the cell is legal as well. Daniel Bryan crucifix bomb there on Adam Cole. Both guys so far staying inside the confines of the ring. They know it's very, very dangerous outside the confines of the ring, isn't it? As we are already a minute down in this match and already had a couple of pinfalls. Only, of course, 1 counts at this point in time, but both guys showing that they'd like to try and get an early lead in this match and make the other person have to really come from behind and fight for this. Adam Cole taking Bryan up. Bryan fighting his way out of that suplex. Now into a Northern Lights suplex of his own. Come on, guys. Get outside the ring. Get outside the ring. We want to see some action here. Daniel Bryan bringing Cole back up to his feet. Looking for a fall-away slam. No, just slams him into the turnbuckle. Now Bryan, nice quesadora over the top. Into a pin once again on Adam Cole. 1, 2, only a 2 count. But getting there, 2 minutes into the match now, and Daniel Bryan already with a 2 count in this one against Adam Cole. But Cole fighting back. Right hands in the gut. Bryan now sending Cole into the corner. Adam Cole fighting back with the elbow, but Daniel Bryan taking him down. Bryan bringing Cole back up to his feet. A nice boot in the back of the calf, and we've seen this before. The boot straight across the chest. Now winds up for the big one. Way right in the side of the head. Down goes Adam Cole. Daniel Bryan with a pin once again. Could this be the first fall? 1, 2. Only a 2 count. Daniel Bryan stunned. He thought he had the pinfall there, but now looks to potentially add insult to injury. The running knee strike by Daniel Bryan and Adam Cole. Surely that's going to be enough to keep Cole down for the first pin. 2. And no, Adam Cole's kicked out once again. Wow. Like I said, Cole showing incredible resilience. Does not want to be behind in the early part of this match. He could have stayed down there for the 3 quite easily, but knows that just the mental aspect of Daniel Bryan having a lead could really become a problem for him. And 3.5 minutes into the match, and we still at 0-0, even though Daniel Bryan could have quite easily had a pinfall already. Adam Cole fighting back now into a spinning neck breaker. I thought he was going to go outside the ring then, but he decided against it. Adam Cole now, I thought he was going to go for a moonsault. He went for an elbow drop from the middle rope. Come on, take him outside the ring. Let's have some action in this one. Adam Cole has Daniel Bryan up on the top turnbuckle. Looking potentially for a superplex. And there it is. Big superplex there by Adam Cole. There's the pin. 1, 2. Only a 2 count. And we are almost 20% of the way through this match now. And we're still at 0-0. Adam Cole springs off the ropes, comes back with the double axe handle. I don't think he quite got as much as Daniel Bryan as he wanted there. Adam Cole bringing Bryan back up to a seated base. And drops an elbow right on the inside of the knee, before just choking the grounded Daniel Bryan out. Cole bringing Bryan back up to his feet, ducking the clothesline, but gets caught with the one coming back. Daniel Bryan drops into the pin once again. I think this is more just a chance for him to get a few seconds. Get a bit of a breather after Adam Cole's aggression. As Daniel Bryan heading up top. 5.5 minutes into this match now. Elbow drop there by Daniel Bryan. But Cole fighting back, and so far still not left the ring. Just surprised me really, actually. Adam Cole, oh, brainbuster onto his knee. Now stalking Daniel Bryan. That would have flipped pile driver. I'll take it though. And Adam Cole will definitely take it. No, it was a 2. I thought Daniel Bryan had stayed down then, but still only a 2. Both these guys really struggling. There's the pin. 1, 2. Again, only a 2. Of course, that is legal. No disqualifications in this match type. Daniel Bryan now with the... basically just slowing the pace of the match down, just twisting the head of Adam Cole. Bryan now locking in. Oh, it's a brutal, brutal submission. Reverse Dragon Sleeper. It's really ripping the neck. But Adam Cole seems to be surviving at this point in time. A couple of right hands to the chest of Daniel Bryan there. Forced Bryan to break it. Bryan now heading up top. We're going to see a bit of flying goat, maybe? Yes, we are. The diving headbutt there by Daniel Bryan into the pin on Adam Cole. 1, 2, and 3. And then we're going to get our first pin. And it is Daniel Bryan that goes 1-0 up in this match. After 7 and a bit minutes, Daniel Bryan leads 1-0. Exactly what we Exactly what Adam Cole would not have wanted to happen. Although we're quite a chunk into this match, he would have liked to have taken the lead, Adam Cole, I think. But now he knows he needs to try and get one back as soon as he possibly can. He's one behind now. Daniel Bryan fighting back with that boot in the face of Adam Cole into a drop kick. I really beg they start to use the bloody cell. It's so annoying. It's so annoying. It's like they put you inside this massive structure. They might as well have left it as inside the bloody ring. As Daniel Bryan stalking Adam Cole. Wow, can Bryan get himself another pinfall here? Boom, running knee strike. Cole, wow, busted straight open. Pinfall by Daniel. 1, 2, and 3. And it's 2-0 to Daniel Bryan. 2 pins in the space of a minute. Makes it 2-0. Oh, what a suplex there by Bryan as well. And Bryan's starting to feel it now. This is not the situation Adam Cole wanted to be in. 2-0 down. Oh, don't throw him there. Throw him over the top. Daniel Bryan, oh, he's really coming into it now. Ducking the clothesline, a running clothesline of his own. Bryan now bringing Cole back up. Cole tripping Bryan over. Go and get a weapon, Adam Cole. Go on. Even things up a bit. Only a 2 count there by Adam Cole over Daniel Bryan. Adam Cole needs to get one back as soon as possible here. Currently losing 2-0. A waste of time, this bloody pinfall, isn't it? He didn't even line it up right anyway. Adam Cole not happy again. Just the 2 count. Running double axe handle right to the shin of Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan now just kicking Adam Cole away, and Cole just drops like a sack of spuds. He is struggling here, Adam Cole. Being busted open so early in the match is going to be very, very difficult for him. Daniel Bryan snap suplex. Oh, and he's lining up Adam Cole once again. This is turning brutal now. This could be absolutely domination here. Another running knee strike, and Daniel Bryan in with a pin. 1, 2... no, Cole kicked out. Wow, I'd already picked up my pen to mark it off, but well done there by Adam Cole for kicking out of that. It was not easy, was it? Daniel Bryan now over the top. There's the Quesadora once again. Brings Adam Cole up. So still only 2-0 here, and still, after 30% of the 33% of this match, 10 minutes, neither man has yet left the ring. Why? Why, game? Why are you not intelligent enough to leave the ring? Daniel Bryan bringing Cole back up to his feet. Takes one to his shoulders, but Cole fights free into a reverse DDT. If Adam Cole can get a pinfall back here, it would completely throw the match back open. Only a 2 count. Adam Cole with a knee right in the spine of Daniel Bryan and a boot in the back of the head as well. Of course, there's no rush. There's still 19 minutes left in this match. Adam Cole snapmare on Daniel Bryan. Went for the knee in the spine once again, but Bryan avoided it. Adam Cole trying to take Bryan up on his shoulders. Bryan fights free into reverse DDT. Daniel Bryan with the back elbow. Now under was a butterfly suplex. Lovely. Daniel Bryan, that technically counts as being outside the ring. I'm still not happy. Nice diving headbutt there by Daniel Bryan on Adam Cole. And it's 3-0 to Daniel Bryan. Wow. This is absolute dominance. Absolute dominance here. Adam Cole needs to get back in this one. Desperately needs at least, well, he needs 3 pins to get equal, but at least 1 to keep it within some sort of closeness. 1, 2, and no, Daniel Bryan's kicked out again. Wow. What is Adam Cole going to have to do here? Oh my god, we're outside the ring. Go on, down, go out there, Daniel. Go out there. Yeah, we're outside the ring. Right, now use the cell. Use the cell. Oh, screw you, Daniel Bryan. You're a dick. You're an absolute dick. What an absolute dick. Absolute dick. I hate that dick. I'm not happy. Just use a bloody cell. Get out there. Go through it. There's me going, oh, I hope they're going to go up the cell and climb up it. They won't even go out the bloody ring. Oh, disappointment. Daniel Bryan now, diving elbow. Come on, Bryan. Now, come on, Adam Cole, even. I want you to win now, Adam Cole. Daniel Bryan's peed me off now. I'm not happy. Screw you, Bryan. Come on, Adam Cole. Come on, Adam Cole. Come on, Adam Cole. Oh, Adam Cole's going to get dominated here, isn't he? Super Falcon Arrow by Daniel Bryan. Even the referee can't be asked to tap at the count at this point in time. We're nearly halfway through it. It's 3-0 to Daniel Bryan. And Adam Cole has hit two massive maneuvers on Daniel Bryan, but not able to get the pin yet. Daniel Bryan now hooking it in once again for a butterfly suplex, and Adam Cole is being absolutely brutalized inside the cell. And Adam Cole's lining him up for a fourth pin. You know what? We're 15 minutes in, but I'm half tempted to bloody call this match right now. Oh, Adam Cole avoids the knee in the face. Takes Daniel Bryan up. Lets him think about the suplex, letting the blood drain to his head, which is going to make Daniel Bryan dizzy, but also weaken the legs as well. Less blood flow in the legs. And now Adam Cole. Is this wise? Nice running knee strike right in Daniel Bryan's face. Daniel Bryan busted open. Adam Cole goes to the pin. 1, 2, and 3. And it is a pinfall for Adam Cole. That makes it 3-1. The reason why I said is this wise is because Adam Cole there just used Daniel Bryan's own finisher maneuver against him, which means it's cost him 2 finishers to do that. Which I'm not quite sure whether that was worth it. Maybe if he'd hit both finisher maneuvers himself, he might have been able to get 2 pins, maybe, rather than just the 1. Who knows? Daniel Bryan heading up top once again. He has got 2 pinfalls so far from the diving goat, but it wasn't that. He went for the elbow drop instead. So Adam Cole, is he back in this one now? 3-1? Would you class that as back in it? I think he needs at least 1 more pin to get back into this one officially. Daniel Bryan there with the DDT on Adam Cole. And Cole is struggling, but Cole now tripping Adam Cole over. Adam Cole, Adam Cole, Adam Cole. Everyone's Adam Cole today. Pinned by Adam Cole on Daniel Bryan. That's his name. Daniel Bryan. Oh, Adam, don't stop messing around with a stupid pin. It doesn't work. Nobody's ever... And you can't even do it right. Oh, he's trying to drag him along and put his feet up on the ropes. Nobody on this game has ever got a pin from that pinfall. Adam Cole now choking out Daniel Bryan. Why are you guys not leaving the ring? Why are you not using weapons? Why are you not using the cell? Why? Why are you even here? Pinfall by Daniel Bryan on Adam Cole. Only enough for a 2 count. Daniel Bryan now looking for that DDT once again, but Adam Cole fighting back with the knees and the guts. Now taking Adam Cole up onto his shoulders, Daniel Bryan up onto his shoulders, should I say, for the Yurigoroshi. Nice snapmare once again by Adam Cole. Come on, Cole, get one back. If we're not going to get some action outside the ring, at least let us have some action inside the ring. At least make it tighter. 3-1 at the moment is a bit too much. However, I feel like the time may be limited here for Adam Cole as Daniel Bryan hits him with the boots across the chest. Daniel Bryan bringing Adam Cole back up to his feet now. Didn't go for the pin after that. I thought he might have gone for the pin because he might have got an actual fall from that. Boot in the gut, but Adam Cole fighting back. Going to take Daniel Bryan up top once again. We've already seen a couple of superplexes here from Adam Cole here this evening. But Daniel Bryan caught him now into a big dropkick, but Adam Cole avoided the dropkick. Both guys starting to get some more reversals in at this point in time. We're almost 60% the way through the match. As Daniel Bryan locks in a knee bar here on Adam Cole. Has the damage been done to the leg so far? Are we going to get a tap out? No. Oh, Adam Cole, what a brutal boot in the face of Daniel Bryan there. Cole bringing Bryan back up to his feet. Brainbuster onto the knee. Adam Cole once again bringing Daniel Bryan up to his feet, but Bryan fighting back. And there it is, locks in the label lock, middle of the ring. Will Adam Cole tap? Adam Cole does tap, and that makes it 4-1 to Daniel Bryan. I hate Daniel Bryan now. I really hate him. Just solely because of getting back in the ring a minute ago. I say a minute, it was like 5 minutes ago now. 30-minute match. How come some matches we get bloody double countouts in normal matches? And now this one's going for 20 minutes. And they've been at the ring for all of a couple of seconds. Go on, Adam Cole. Beat him. Brutalise him. Destroy him. Do something, Adam Cole. Ah. That is something. Spins him round for the pin. 1, 2. Why? How are you kicking out of this shit now? How are you kicking out of finisher maneuvers 20 minutes into the match? Oh my god, Adam Cole. Go for it, my man. Go for it. Yes, go on. This is more like it. This is the Adam Cole we wanted to see. Oh. Oh, come on. Really? You're going to drop that many reversals at this point in the match? What a fucking liberty. What an absolute liberty. Adam Cole just about avoided it. I think Daniel Bryan was looking to go for the flying goat and yeah, he saw it coming. Really twisted the body of Adam Cole up here before stamping on the arm. And of course we know that's probably not needed. There's enough damage done that there probably will be a kick out or a tap out, should I say, if another label lock gets hit. Another diving goat. Boom, there it is. Adam Cole could be in trouble here. And I think this could be end of the match, really, couldn't it? There we go. 5-1 to Daniel Bryan. 5-1 to Daniel Bryan, but Daniel Bryan's kicked out of 3 finisher maneuvers of Adam Cole's now. 6-1 to Daniel Bryan. This is like a bloody Brock Lesnar match, isn't it? Let's just have him squash someone. Come on, Adam Cole, I believe in you. At least get a couple back here. 6-1 sounds awful. You need to make it like 6-3 or 6-4. At least make it sound in the record books like it wasn't an absolute slaughtering. Jawbreaker there by Adam Cole on Daniel Bryan. But Bryan, again, straight away reversing. See, I like Adam Cole. Adam Cole was the one who's gone outside the ring in this match. He's the one who grabbed the chair in this match. And he's been given no bonuses for it. Screw you, Daniel Bryan. I don't like you anymore. Daniel Bryan now hooking the arm of Adam Cole. Super backdrop. I do apologise if I sound a bit salty. I'm just so disappointed. I really wanted... Like I say, my favourite match type is the Hell in a Cell match, and this has just not lived up to it. We've not seen any of the stuff I was hoping for. We've not seen him go outside the cell. We barely even seem to go outside the ring. It's no disqualification. It's falls count anywhere. Why are you not using your environment? They need to write this game a bit better, don't they, still? There still needs to be some work done with this game, I think. It needs to be a bit more... There we go. Daniel Bryan's outside the bloody ring now. He's got himself a baseball bat. Right, we are getting some weapons on the go now. But you completely missed him. We just needed more of this. We needed more of the use of environment. We needed to, say, crash through the cell, fight on the top. There's still 7 minutes left. There's still chance for some cool action to happen in this match. But it's probably just going to be 7-1 now, isn't it? I just can't understand how Daniel Bryan is able to kick out of all Adam Cole's finisher maneuvers, but Adam Cole is just losing everything. Pinfall here by Cole. It's only for a 2. There wasn't a lot behind the kick out, but there still was a kick out. Come on, Adam Cole. You need a couple. I think Adam Cole's biggest mistake was using 2 of his finisher maneuvers to hit Daniel Bryan's finisher rather than his own. Adam Cole willing Daniel Bryan up to his feet. Again, he went for another high wrist maneuver, and Daniel Bryan able to reverse. Daniel Bryan's reversed everything so far. Cole just pinging Bryan back, using the ropes across his neck. Oh, Adam, will you stop going for this stupid pin? It doesn't work. Still only a 2 count. As we come up to the 6-minute mark. 6 minutes remain, and Daniel Bryan just catches Adam Cole once again. Straight into the submission and another tap out. 7-1 to Daniel Bryan. This has been incredibly embarrassing for Adam Cole now. Into a knee bar as well. Can Adam Cole survive the knee bar? It's going to be 8-1. He does survive the knee bar. Good. It's about time he survives something. Adam Cole now taking Daniel Bryan up onto his shoulders. A Yurigoroshi. Come on, Adam Cole. You need to get a few pins in this last few minutes just to make it not look as bad. You need to show to the world that you're not as bad as you're being made out to be here. I don't think it's going to happen, is it? Daniel Bryan has been absolutely dominant here this evening, and I feel like this could be a very bad moment in the history of Adam Cole. Super Falcon Arrow. There's the pin. 1, 2. It's only a 2 count, but still. I think there's 4.5 minutes left. I think at this point in time, 4.5 minutes left, Daniel Bryan's definitely won. There's never going to be a massive swing now, is there? Adam Cole needs 6 pins in the last 4 minutes here to draw. Daniel Bryan now heading up to the middle rope. Big backdrop. Once again, Bryan heads up top. Looking for the flying goat once again, and there it is. Is that 8-1 now then? 1, 2. No, Adam Cole kicked out of the goat. There wasn't much behind it. I don't know what Daniel Bryan's looking so annoyed about. He's winning bloody 8-1 or 7-1. Or it's going to be 8-1 now, isn't it? Yeah. There you go. That'll be 8-1 now then. 1, 2. No, Adam Cole's kicked out. Okay. Interesting. It's not that interesting, is it, really? Because it's not really going to make much difference, is it? Adam Cole taking Daniel Bryan up. Brainbuster onto the knee. Into the pin. We do get a pin. Adam Cole makes it 7-2. Go on, Adam Cole. Get another one. Gutbuster on Daniel Bryan. Adam Cole stalking Bryan. Boom. Flips him over. Tequila Sunrise. And again, he kicked out his finisher. That's every single time Adam Cole has hit his finisher on Daniel Bryan has kicked out. If anybody can explain that mechanic to me in this game, it would be absolutely fantastic. Because if it wasn't for that, then this would have been a pretty close match. Daniel Bryan sending Adam Cole into the corner. 7-2 still sounds like an absolute whitewash here for Daniel Bryan. Pinned by Bryan. Look at the blood streaming from the face of Adam Cole now. My God, look at it. He's just wearing that crimson mask. Maybe phone bloody notifications got after 2 seconds in a minute. I mean, the football match just finished. That's probably what it is. Daniel Bryan, big boot across the thigh now into a snap suplex. Daniel Bryan now just having to stand around, just waiting. Waiting for Adam Cole to get back up to his feet. I am very disappointed in this match, I must admit. It has been fun, it's been interesting, but from what I had in my mind that I wanted to see, I am disappointed. I really wanted to see them use the cell, use the outside area from the cell. I wanted to see a match that was close. So I am disappointed, but there you go. "30 seconds remain. And Adam Cole, can you get another pinfall in the last 25 seconds, Adam Cole? Doesn't look like it. As Daniel Bryan now with 14 seconds left, just booting Adam Cole across the chest. And a big roundhouse, and ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of Adam Cole. But Daniel Bryan is going to try and get another pin here. Daniel Bryan, he locks in the bell lock. The bell goes. And there we go. Daniel Bryan is your victor with 7 pins to 2 over Adam Cole. Disappointing. Disappointing by Adam Cole. I'm disappointed just in general that they didn't use what I really was hoping for, to be honest. Well, let me know what you guys thought about this match. I say I'm disappointed because I really wanted to see them use the environment a lot better, but still, this game does not really have that built in by the looks of it, does it? It doesn't have that intelligence built in. Adam Cole absolutely whitewashed here, and he is not going to be happy with that result. But there we go. That is the end of the Intercontinental Championship match. And now we head on for our final match of Adrenaline Season 1. It is AJ Styles versus Samoa Joe. And here we go, the main event of the evening. AJ Styles putting his place on the Adrenaline roster on the line against Samoa Joe and the Adrenaline Championship. Here we go. The last match of Season 1 of the Adrenaline Universe mode. And we are underway. As JoJo's in the ring, Mojo Jojo. The following match is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the Adrenaline Championship. Introducing first, your challenger, the phenomenal one, AJ Styles. So AJ has already had an opportunity at this championship and lost against Samoa Joe. At the end of Season 1. At the end of Season 1? The end of Month 1, should I say, sorry. And then AJ Styles defeated Sami Zayn in month number 2 at Chaos Theory to get himself another #1 contendership match. And now here he is at ShabbyMania in the main event, putting everything on the line. His place on the roster, his livelihood, against the man, the Samoan submission machine, Samoa Joe. So, this should be an interesting one. The last two matches haven't necessarily gone the way that my mind had them planned, to be brutally honest with you, but they've still been decent, and hopefully this match is going to be the big main event we all wanted to finish this Universe mode in style. Bum, 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 bum. Here he is then, Samoa Joe. Rocking the Adrenaline Championship. He's had that belt the whole way through this Universe mode. Will he be walking out here this evening with it as well? If he does, of course, that will be the end of AJ Styles on Adrenaline. For now, anyway. And Joe looks ready for action here. Now, Joe, of course, defeated AJ at our first Adrenaline pay-per-view. He then defeated Kevin Owens at Chaos Theory a few weeks back. And now has AJ Styles once again. Joe wasn't too happy about having to face Styles again. Of course, Styles won the #1 contendership match against Zayn at Chaos Theory, like we said. And Joe said he was sort of agreeing with the situation that Styles and Owens had put forward. The fact that AJ just kept getting opportunity after opportunity. And even though he was losing the matches, he just still got even more chances. So they were unhappy. And Joe said the same thing. He didn't feel like that AJ should be getting more opportunities and more. He said there was a lot of top-class wrestlers on this Adrenaline roster who should have been getting the opportunities instead of AJ, which is why Joe said that he wanted something to make it worthwhile for him to defeat AJ once again, which is why AJ's place on the Adrenaline roster was put on the line. Samoa Joe, then your champion. Like I said, defeated AJ Styles, defeated Kevin Owens, and of course, most recently, defeated Shark Boy for the Adrenaline Championship. That match against Shark Boy was a bit brutal, a bit fast, wasn't it, really? But, of course, Shark Boy won the Feast or Fired match. The Feast or Fired match that saw Enzo Amore officially removed from SWE forever. Never, ever again will we see Enzo Amore in a SWE ring. We're ready to go then. AJ Styles versus Samoa Joe. ShabbyMania main event. AJ Styles gets slammed there by Samoa Joe. Styles back up on his feet. Nice forearm. Styles now taking Joe up into a neck breaker. Lovely. Suplex. Joe landed on his feet. And AJ hit with a neck breaker. AJ now bringing Joe back up to his feet into a backbreaker on Samoa Joe. Joe now getting in the back of Styles. A very back and forth so far beginning this match. And of course Joe in control. So like I said, just because this is the end of Adrenaline doesn't mean this will be the end of some of the wrestlers. There are a few of them that might turn up in some of the other Universe modes. Like I said, oh wow, I've not seen that move before. That was interesting. Very interesting, like a knee breaker. Yeah, there's a few people we might see in other Universe modes as well. We're very much keeping the themes of the rosters. And we're keeping the majority of the draft that myself and PJW did at the beginning of SWE. However, we are sort of... that's the best way of putting it. We're trying to open things up a little bit more. We're trying to make them... basically give you guys the best matches we possibly can. There's the pin. AJ on Joe. It's only for a 1 count. Yes, we're trying to make them the best matches we possibly can for you guys and the best Universe modes we possibly can. So, making sure we have the best rosters we possibly can, I think, is the best way forward. AJ now up on the middle rope. willing Samoa Joe back up to his feet. I'm not quite sure what that was. I think he was going for a forearm, but I think he actually caught Joe with his knees instead, which might have been more effective than the forearm, to be honest with you. Joe struggling back up to his feet, and AJ, why are you not working on him, AJ? Why are you taunting? This is terrible. Oh, there we go. Now AJ... Oh, now people go outside the ring, eh? We make a Falls Count Anywhere match. They want to leave the ring, but in a standard match, they're walking out the ring. God, Daniel Bryan, Adam Cole just triggered me, I must admit. It was still a good match, though. The principle and the idea was there. Samoa Joe now with AJ up on his shoulders. Launch. Oh, wow. Wow, that was absolutely brutal there by Joe. Joe now knee drop to the spine of AJ as well. I think Joe's actually really hurt himself with that knee drop. That was probably a poor decision by Joe. He's really struggling, but AJ's not moved since being thrown into that ring post. That was absolutely brutal by Samoa Joe. Joe now taking AJ up and drops him on the outside once again. Joe now bringing AJ back up to his feet. Remember, Joe does have champion's advantage if this is a count out, but Joe's not one to win like that. Brings AJ back into the ring. AJ is back up on his feet, but Joe catches him straight away. That ring post, wow, that was really, really bad. That could have just taken AJ out for this match now, I think. I struggle to see a way that AJ can get back into this one. Oh, a boot in the face of Samoa Joe there might help him out. And a massive clothesline as well. AJ with a lion salt on Samoa Joe. AJ bringing Joe back up on his feet. Up onto his shoulders, drops him neck first across that stiff steel rope. Into the pin, one. Only a 1 count, wow. Joe's showing that AJ needs to do a lot more work before he's going to get this victory. Big right hand in the gut. Joe sending AJ into the corner. Oh, and the big boot to the side of the head of AJ. Joe is demolishing AJ here. AJ back up on his feet. Slides at the back into reverse DDT. Trip there by Joe. Oh, nice. Into a knee bar here. Samoa Joe middle of the ring on AJ Styles. Can AJ fight free from this? Oh, yes he does. That massive boot in the face of Samoa Joe. That's got Joe rocked. Styles boot on the back of the arm of Joe as well. Really good match here between these two. Styles springboard frog splash. Again, just like Joe earlier, I don't think Styles really got as much as Joe as he really wanted there. But as you can see, Joe still struggling, holding his stomach. Styles once again into the pin. Again, only a 1 count. Joe kicking out. Styles lion salt once again on Joe. Just that was always a reversal with that stand up. Oh, and a reversal back straight away by AJ Styles on Joe. And Joe rolling once again to the outside, using the rope to help himself get back up to his feet and do something at AJ. AJ allowing Joe to get back up on his feet, and AJ right hand knocking Joe to the outside on AJ. He's going to go, I thought he was going to go high risk there, but no, just taunting the crowd, building up some momentum. AJ now, oh, DDT and Joe on the outside. Remember, champion's advantage, like we said earlier on. If this match does end up in a double count out or Joe gets counted out, then Joe will remain the champion. But I suppose Styles wins the match, so Styles wouldn't lose his place on the roster there, though, would he? Yuri Goroshi now by Styles on Joe. Wow, okay. Styles could be in for a good win here, actually. Dragging Joe middle of the ring. Styles now. Big boot on the back of the arm of Joe. Styles bringing Joe back up to his feet. Hoists him up. Wow, what a powerbomb, and rolls it through. 1, 2. Styles finally getting a 2 count on Joe, though. It's only been 1 count so far, isn't it? Styles missing a boot there. Missing another boot. How does Styles miss 2 boots? I've got no idea. Styles now pinging Joe across into a Hurricanrana. And Styles once again taunting where he should be concentrating here. Joe is no easy feat. Styles heading over the top. Is he setting up here potentially for a phenomenal forearm? If he is, we could have a brand new Adrenaline champion. There it is, phenomenal forearm by AJ Styles. Into the pin, brand new champion. 1, 2. Oh, and Joe's kicked out. Joe kicked out on the brink of 3. Wow. AJ Styles, I thought we had a brand new champion. Joe sending Styles into the corner. Oh, and Joe catching Styles very well with that big slam from the corner. And this has been everything I dreamed of this match so far. It's been absolutely fantastic. Really enjoying Joe versus Styles. And it'd be a shame, though, if Joe wins this match, it would be a shame because it would mean that with these two not on the same roster, it would be a shame, wouldn't it? But that's the way the cookie crumbles, I suppose. As Joe now stalking Styles in for the Shining Wizard. Joe bringing Styles back up. Into a German, keeps the grip, rolls the hip. Pops it into a Dragon, keeps the grip, rolls the hip. Now into a straight jacket German. Bridges for the pin. And there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Samoa Joe is still your Adrenaline champion. And AJ Styles will be leaving the Adrenaline roster. What a win here by Samoa Joe. And what a great match this was between the two of them as well. The Yuri Garoshi there by AJ Styles. I really thought Styles had it. Especially with this phenomenal forearm. But eventually Joe's combination of suplexes was enough to finish AJ Styles off. For the 1, the 2, and the 3. Here it was. There was the straitjacket German. Styles was struggling. I think just after being thrown into the ring post like he was, I think Styles was always going to struggle, wasn't he? But there we go. There's the championship. Samoa Joe remains your champion. AJ Styles officially gone from Adrenaline for now. Will he come back? You never know. You never know. But there we go. AJ Styles leaves the Adrenaline roster and Samoa Joe goes the entire Season 1 of SWE Adrenaline as your Adrenaline champion. So there we go, guys. That is the end of this video, the end of ShabbyMania and the end of Season 1 of Adrenaline. I hope you have enjoyed it. Of course, if you have, then please do hit a like and a subscribe. And that's not just for this video alone. Hit that like for the entire playlist. Let PJ Toby know that you're happy with what he's done. And, of course, if there is anything that you want him to add or anything that you didn't like, then please let us know in the comment section down below. And, of course, we'll keep an eye on those for future universe modes. I've been Shabby Gamer. Thank you very much for watching. And thank you very much to the PJ Toby for writing these cards. And we will see you very, very soon, next weekend, for the beginning of our new universe mode, SWE Octane. Bye.